As we went live, I hope the audio is actually okay. That audio is working, we know, but took off that.
Oh, I heard us.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
Did you mute it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, boys and girls. Not my fault. Not my fault. We always try to go live like 5 minutes ahead of time just to try and catch these sorts of little bugs that occur. But this time,
It was a big bug.
it was a much bigger bug. This time, the bug was not a little 5-minute bug. It was a big old bug. But I'm glad we were finally able to get on here. We're starting a little bit late. See who's on here with us tonight. I see a Kenneth. I see a Jason. I see a DW.
See a Telemachus.
Telemachus is on here
A
from
Mark
Pennsylvania.
Duval. A Jason. A
Very
Kenneth.
cool. Very cool. And Alan Shanks, all the way from Australia.
Ooh.
The Monopoly Mob. Yeah, the Monopoly Mob. Very cool. Very cool. Rolled our recovery check. We finally made a recovery check. Woo! So we only have camera 4 and camera 1 tonight.
Okay.
That's all we need for tonight. So just 4. Hey, we're going to try and give away some of these stickers tonight. Look at who. You guys remember this one?
Ooh.
I got a few of these to give out. Now, remember, we're going to read some Q&A tonight. As a matter of fact, what else are we going to go over tonight? What else do we have to talk about?
We don't want to talk about Putin. We don't want to talk about Monopoly.
Russian hackers are coming after us. The Russian hackers, they're really big into Monopoly. So
that is their favorite game.
That is their favorite game is Monopoly. So the Russian hackers, the Monopoly, all of these people are coming at us.
That's a hot take.
I tell you what. They're trying to take us down. They're trying to take the big guns down.
Then what are they doing with us?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us. I'm so sorry that it took us so long to get on tonight. Real quickly, while I'm thinking about it, boys and girls, please take a moment right now and hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, you ought to be. So consider subscribing to our little channel here and do us a favor tonight, since June is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Hit that share button because we want to get this video out there to more folks so we can say, hey, this is what you ought to be watching. Because that's what baby June has to say about it. I'm going to draw. No, I'm not. I'm going to have Bessy draw a question out of the hat. And that will be the question that we're going to read. If necessary, I've got some figures out here, and maybe we could do some examples if we need to. And then if you're on here tonight.
Oh, good.
Why would you do that?
I didn't mean to.
Well,
Oh, just keep talking. Don't mind me.
Well,
don't mind. Just talk to amongst yourselves. Good gracious.
This is how the Russian hackers get to you, by the way.
Oh, when I'm a sleeper cell? Believe me, they have bigger targets than you.
Oh. Ain't no target's bigger than I am.
And June's almost 2 months old.
I'm a big target. I'm a slow-moving target.
She's almost 2.
June, what?
She'll be 2 months.
2 months. Oh, 2 months. Earth calendar confuses me.
2 months. 2 months on Saturday.
2 months old on Saturday. 2 months old on Saturday. Okay, so if we read your question, then we want to try and give you one of these handy-dandy stickers. If you're on here tonight and I read your question, then what I would like you to do is to make sure you put a comment in the chat or within this video. Now, you better do it in the chat. Do it in the chat and tell me what sticker you want. And Bessy will write that on the back of the piece of paper. and then I will know which sticker to send to you. That's a
Bum.
bonus. Now, if you're not on here right now when I read your question, then I'll just send you one at random. So that either way, we'll either get you one that you like or one that I like.
Smooth. Very smooth.
All right, let's ask the first question. Do we have a question? Bessy, reach into the fez
You'll have to
of
read it.
doom and what?
Do you see this?
Into the what?
Was that so hard?
And she will
Boy.
now read the question.
All right.
Do you need your glasses?
Do you need yours? Because I'm wearing mine. All right. Marty writes.
Marty Divine writes.
What happens when a character is forced to split his fight dice between an unearthly and a non-unearthly?
Really good question. And Bessy and I, one of the things that I like to do when we get these rules questions is we actually frequently go back into the rule book and we will kind of look at the rules again because we want our response, we want our answer to actually be based within the rules. So this one's a little bit soft. This one is a little bit of one of those questions that could go either way. So I'll just give you how we do it, and we think we're still pretty darn close to the written rule as well.
Yeah.
But it basically works like this, and the example is what happens when a character activates and they are in contact with an unearthly enemy. For tonight, we'll say that Phantom Ace is unearthly and a non-unearthly enemy. So what happens there? Remember that they have to substitute their cunning or finesse dice when they are fighting against an unearthly enemy. But look, they also have a non-unearthly as well. So in this situation, what they've got to do is pick their finesse or their cunning and then split it between those two enemies. And that's how it is done. Phantom Ace was always intended to be unearthly, and like one of the really, really early versions of Phantom Ace that I did during
heavier on the Phantom.
Yes, the Phantom term was actually more meaningful, I guess, back then, and it had a little bit of a ghostly sort of form that he could switch into. And then I did a few versions of him where he was a shapeshifter, and he would actually shapeshift into his unearthly form. He would shapeshift into his ghost form. So there's a lot of cool old stories about Phantom Ace, but anyway, if you that situation is pretty rare.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare. All of the games that we have played with Dr. Fang is an unearthly character. And all the games that we've played with Dr. Fang, maybe that's come up once or twice, because one, you have to not only have the unearthly in there, you have to have somebody else, and you have to have them activating. So when they activate and they're in contact with an unearthly and someone that's not unearthly, what they're going to have to do is use their finesse or cunning in that fight. So those are the dice that they will have to split. So yes, that means they're actually going to be using either their finesse or their cunning dice to fight the non-unearthly, and it is completely resolved as normal, except they're going to have to use different dice than what they normally would. And once you pick out the dice, from there on, it is completely as normal. So that's the deal. Is Marty on here?
He had to leave. His gaming opponent arrived. And
Okay.
He had to bounce. But
do we know what sticker he wanted?
He didn't say.
He didn't stay. Luckily for you, I'll send you one that I like. So.
Oh, you're gonna send one you don't like?
No, not to Marty.
But to somebody else, probably.
Well, maybe.
I just want to know what you like and what you don't.
Well, maybe. Okay. What else do we have to go over tonight? Did you guys see the video that I uploaded earlier today? It was works in progress. So talking about some of the new stuff that I have going. Actually, several of these are projects that have been going on for, gosh, a month at least or so. So, but getting close to wrapping them all up. Jerry was over here today and was working on some stuff as well. So we have a cool new for you or new for me video that will come up next Tuesday or Thursday, and we're going to show you the latest ship that we have ready to show off, and it's looking pretty cool. I have a little bit more to do on it, but it's I'm really happy with how it turned out. Kind of a bear to put together, and I'm not going to go over all of it right now, but they say these are 1/50th scale, but they are much, in my opinion, much closer to like a 1/72nd scale, much smaller in scale than a 1/50 scale. So kind of watch out for that if you get those 1/50 scale ships off of eBay. What was funny was the instructions that came with this latest one that I was working on actually had like 1/30 scale on it, or 1/30. Just, well, just weird numbers. Who knows what they were trying to say? Anyway, let's get another question. Question number 2. Now we are going to be doing this throughout the month of May. So if you want to get one of these stickers, then be sure to leave a question, not in the chat, but in the comments section when we go to, when this video is over and done, then you'll have the comments section. Go on there and leave some sort of good rules questions, or if you have any questions about 57 Chevys, transmission, or something like that, then Bessy can possibly try and answer those questions for you. But otherwise, if you have a rules question, leave it down in the comments. And then next week, if we read your question, you will get one of these stickers. The other thing is, you need to let us know where to send the sticker to. So that's important. What was the second question you drew?
All right. Hugh writes, what happens?
From Paris.
From Paris.
Hugh, alias Zug. Let's see. Hugh is on here. I don't know if he's on here tonight.
I'm not sure.
I see a Mac Daddy. Mac Daddy's on here.
I see a Michael Greenhill.
I see a Michael Greenhill. I was just thinking about you, Michael Greenhill. I was thinking we needed to get you scheduled for another game.
I don't see him on here.
Who?
Hugh.
Hugh? Okay. Hugh. So Hugh is working on some French translations for Pulp in France. In France! Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
What happens when a character holding a no-drop plot point is knocked down or out?
What happens, boys and girls? There's Michael Greenhill. I see his name there now. So the question was, what happens when a character is carrying a no-drop plot point and they are knocked down or out? And the answer is, who has the answer for me? Who can answer that question out there? Throw an answer in the chat. Let's see what an answer. Someone, what? Let's play a game, Michael Greenhill. Oh, DW Lowe says, let's play a game, Michael Greenhill. That would be cool.
That would be great.
Drops to ground. No, Telemachus. A no-drop plot point cannot be dropped or lost throughout the duration of the scenario. A no-drop plot point is no drop, no loss, no lose, no transfer, no nothing. Once you complete a no-drop plot point, it is done, it is finished, it is yours. It is yours for the whole scenario and then into the wrap-up. So a no-drop plot point cannot be dropped, cannot be lost, or anything, cannot be transferred during a scenario. So what happens when a person goes down? Nothing. What happens when they go out of play? Nothing. They still have the plot point because it's a no-drop plot point. No drop plot points are intended to represent those things that are done, that character has completed, and regardless of what else happens during that scenario, it's still done. It's still that thing that whatever it was is done, and those are the things that make up those no drop plot points. So a no drop plot point is yours. Once it is completed, your league will get credit for it during the wrap-ups part of the scenario. No ifs, ands, or buts. Da 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 da. They get credit for it anyway. Right on, my man. You are correct, sir. If it is a no drop, it cannot be lost or dropped. Okay, that was question number 2. Who was that from? Hugh, if you're on here, and I'm fairly sure we're not pronouncing your name correctly, but if you could correct me on the pronunciation of your name, see how that rolls off the tongue.
No.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Also, if you're on here and I don't see him, let us know which sticker you want. Boys and girls, don't forget, if you want to be part of the sticker drawing thing, come back to this video. Don't leave your question in the chat. Don't put your question in the chat, because those go by and sometimes they just don't, for whatever reason, they're not on there when I go back and look. So always come back to the chat and put it in there. I'm in, Michael. Maybe Dave can schedule it up. Oh, is that what he's talking about? DW, are you trying to wrangle a game with Michael Greenhill? A head-to-head?
Yeah.
Pow! A
Yeah.
meeting of the Titans? Pow!
Oh, that's going to be a toughie.
Oh.
Who do you root for in that situation?
I don't know.
That's hard.
I don't know. Hey, I wanted to let you all know, and I don't know how many of you go over and check out Travis Height's really nice Tabletop CP channel. Much bigger channel than our little Pulp Alley channel. But Travis Height did a Pulp Alley game fairly recently. So if you go over to Tabletop CP, you ought to try and check out. The scenario was named Lady from Madrid. Just a silly name I came up with. And then I designed a scenario for them. And I think he's even making that scenario available on his channel. If y'all think that you'd like that scenario, I could probably post it onto our Facebook page as well. So let me know if you guys would like to have the Lady from Madrid scenario. Pretty cool scenario.
Do we have time for one more?
Absolutely. Let's do one more. We only have a few minutes left. One more. One more. I'll definitely give him a sub for sure. Very cool. Cool collaboration. Yep. No holds barred cage match. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay, we got
Hey, I wanted to remind you guys, if any of you would like to take part in our Sunday games, all you got to do is throw your hat in the ring and let us know. We'll try and get you scheduled. Chairs. Oh my gosh, you guys with your crazy stuff. Doesn't matter how much you've played. Question number 3 for this evening. Who's it from, Bessy?
Kenneth.
I think Kenneth might have been on here earlier.
He was on at one point.
I don't know if he's still on here. Kenneth, are you still on here? Kenneth is one of D.W. Lowe's compatriots, I think, isn't he?
I believe he's one of his
At one time, there were people that thought that they were both the same person.
I think it was just you.
I don't know where that rumor started. That possibly it was, and I don't want to spread rumors. That's, me. I'm not the type of person that would do that. So I'm just saying that word on the street was that Kenneth and DW may have been the same person at one time.
And then he split into 2?
Possibly.
Okay.
Kenneth, your question is?
All right. In the Vice Alley campaign, Can you use scenarios outside of the cool rules and Vice Alley? Can one be chosen from China Station, for example? Also, do all games need to be league versus league, or can I have a bot league?
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely. You should feel free to, if you're playing the Vice Alley campaign, and you should feel free to add in other scenarios as well. You could add in any of the, you could add in China Station scenarios. You can add in scenarios from the scenarios book, yada, yada, yada. So feel free to add Oh, there's Kenneth right there.
Yay!
So Kenneth, yes, you can add in extra scenarios. And then also, if you are playing solo, then you can have bot leagues as well. Yeah, it doesn't have to just be player versus player. And Kenneth gets to pick a sticker. So, Kenneth, I have 4 possible stickers laying out here. We will refer to them as the black sticker, the red sticker, and the borderless sticker. We'll call it the white sticker. Even though it's got the same amount of white as the rest of them. But anyway, black, red, white. You can pick one of those, or you could pick the Phantom Agent sticker. And if I remember right, I think this one is clear, relatively clear. It's kind of got a matte clear, so when you put it on your window or whatever, your lunchbox, some of the extra color will actually go through in some of the areas. So it's really pretty cool. But that's the 4th sticker you can pick from. And if you choose not to pick one, then I will pick one for you. And I guess that's it for tonight. Let's finish off with some howdies, though. Throw a howdy in the chat right now so I know you're on here with me. Throw a howdy on the chat. Take a minute to hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button yet. And we're going to call that it for tonight. Just give me some howdies real quick. Howdy from Neil Morgan. Howdy from Green Hill. Howdy from Mac. Give me some howdies, Bessy.
Howdy from Bride G. Ooh,
From
the
South
Smart Ass
Carolina.
Podcast.
Smart Ass Podcast is on here.
William Schmidt, howdy.
Thank you, William. Howdy.
Mark Duval gave a howdy.
Howdy.
Oh, Kenneth wants the black sticker.
Kenneth wants black. Okay, write that on his. Oh, I don't know why she did that.
Unfold this. Unfurl.
Wake up the orchestra. Alan Shakes gives us a howdy.
Oh!
I think Bessy knows about steel cage matches. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Except we didn't quite have the budget for steel cage matches, so it was chain link fence.
Even worse.
The chain link fence matches.
Bye-bye.
Very cool. Howdy from South Carolina. Oh, another South Carolina. I thought Bride G was South Carolina.
Well, there's more
Table
than
salt
one person
is-
there.
What do you mean there's more than one?
There's more than one person.
There's not.
Bride G is not the only person in South
No,
Carolina.
it's not. 'Cause-
No.
Tell you, South Carolina ain't big enough for the 2 of us. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Don't miss tomorrow's setup video where we're going to set up for a new scenario. And it's going to be fun. We'll see you then. Wake up the orchestra.
Wake up the baby.
Wake up the baby. Don't wake up. Oh, no. Don't wake up the baby. Dun, 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 dun. Good night, everybody. Dun, 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 dun.